The Denver Broncos. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Jay Ajayi's going to go past the 20 and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Yeah, nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game. On 2nd down, Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Here's Simeon. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They run it again with Anderson. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in.
really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They run. Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here.
Mind, they want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Green, 39.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's it, baby.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
No. Check. Here we go. Number 319.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt it's like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a... They'll try the air now with Simeon. A dump off for Charles. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 29. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They go play action now. Cutler out to his left. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain.
Set. Blue down. Watching now, Barney.
They run with Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Set. Clean. Leopard. Back down in that Philly. Here we go. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Now let's go. Back. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Detroit. Detroit.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Now let's go. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Sanders now to return. Sanders, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 97 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been at the 5-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
Play clock winding down. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Over.
They go play action with Cutler. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Cutler. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sanders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, Anderson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll bang that one through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run for it with Anderson. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they'll try again with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Stills. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Forced out to his left. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing now. Cutler on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hey. You got three. Three down. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cutler. On the left side, this is Stills. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Six yards to go here on second down.
Detroit! Check 15. Set!
toss play. This is Anderson. And some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big-time run there by Anderson. 49 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They pitch it out to Anderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
To throw on second is Simeon. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week, and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. Cutler now to throw on third down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shane Ray able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Sanders shaking and baking. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be...
Anderson loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, Jamal Charles. Finds a seam inside the 40. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamal Charles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 10 here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Ajayi. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. And you remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Third and 4. They'll run with Drake. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
He's going to float, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Cutler. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Powers. C.J. Anderson. The 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down following the incompletion.
Gone! Detroit!
Here's Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards there on a first down. This is Ajayi. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Cutler. And he finds Stills, complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite down on the list? Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on the
throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From midfield now, here's Cutler. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably...
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Coming right, this is Anderson on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time run there by Anderson. 41 yards. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. It's the Bills who are leading that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run Anderson, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it done.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 3-19.
They're going to run with Charles. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he knocks it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here's Corey Grant now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Play action. It's Cutler. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. And it's the Bucs who are leading that win that game. It would mean win number 11 for them on the season. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll take this for a short gain.